For taking the time to chat about your life and your vision and what you're doing, creating for the world. Maybe you could just introduce yourself for people who don't know you.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me. My name is Buddha Boy. Why Buddha Boy? Because I really appreciate the path of Buddha, and I feel that Buddha influenced my spiritual path. And why Boy? Because I still keep myself simple. I consider myself a guy from the street, a part of the community, part of a community of simple people, underground community. So that's why Boy helps me to keep the simplicity and avoid this excessive self-importance. That is a great trap on a spiritual path and on an artistic path as well. So Boy, this addition, Boy, helps me stay simple and helps me and reminds me of who I am, where I come from. Even though my name is Andrew, so this is how my friends call me. But inside, I feel myself like Buddha Boy. Yeah.
It's beautiful, brother. Maybe you can tell people about the album that you've created and what inspired you to start making this album, and what do you hope to accomplish with this album?
Well, first of all, real creation, is created without having any exact purpose. The picture is painted just for the impression, just for the art itself, for the sake of art. Real art is just a pure inspiration, doesn't have any purpose, especially commercial purpose. If the artist starts having just a literally commercial purpose, it's not an art anymore. It becomes craft. There's a huge difference between craft and art. And so, speaking about art, the name of the upcoming album is Children of the Sun. So why the sun and why children of the sun? It doesn't matter how adult we become. We are still the children of something bigger than ourselves. We are so small, just like sand particles on the beach. So basically, the sun is an element that has been following and has been participating in the humankind evolution throughout the thousands of years of development, spiritual search, technological development. So all together is directly dependent on the sun, right? So we still remain children. That's why the upcoming album is called Children of the Sun, which aims to show the connection, the unity between the artists from different parts of the world, speaking different languages, having different backgrounds, but we all unite for one goal: to show our family around the world what it is to live in a unity in these uncertain times when we have wars, when we have hunger, and we have climate change problems, global warming, and fake politics, and many different things that are wounds on the body of humankind.
Has this ability to heal and bridge these gaps that humanity has, or do you feel like your music is in part an expression of trying to help humanity?
My music is just an expression of the natural simplicity and I would say honest philosophy, even though I don't like the word philosophy, because the word philosophy is a very tricky thing and it usually means the work of the mind. So first of all, I consider myself a spiritual person, and secondly, consider myself a musician. That's why I wouldn't say that I think that my album will fill any gaps, but I believe that I would find a family and I would be able to bring family together from different parts of the world. That's the main purpose of this album. It's not about filling the gaps. It's about creating alternative for those people who are thinkers, those people who are seekers, those people who appreciate true art beyond this commercial margin in which the trends are pushing us into. So I'm against trends. I don't believe in trends. I don't believe in music styles. I just believe in music and pure expression in a very natural way. And you don't think and don't pre-plan things. You don't want to make things artificial. You just do what you do. You do what you feel. You collaborate with people with whom you flow together. And I guess that's the distinctive element of Children of the Sun album.
It's beautiful, brother. Thank you. What's brought you here, Andrew? It seems like you've gone through a lifetime of experience and a lifetime of seeing things in the world that I think, I mean, every artist who creates is creating from a place, I think, of experience and discovery and whatnot. What's brought you to this point here?
I would call this point just like sort of a crystallizing point of my past experiences in the present moment. So, because speaking about this album, Children of the Sun album, I've been creating this album for a couple of years. I'm traveling different countries, meeting different people, seeing rich, seeing poor, seeing ups and downs, and seeing falls, how others fall, and how I fall myself, and seeing how others rise, and seeing how I rise myself. So the album is about, and the point where I am now, is about crystallizing this experience in a compressed, I would say, single point that is expressed by this album. So this album is just the crystallized version of this experience of pain and happiness, and love and sometimes grief, because this is also part of ourselves, and we have to accept that, because we have to live with that. We have to learn how to manage and how to find balance within ourselves between yin and yang. So that's how it is.
Smile that's so bright but feel so dark inside. Darkest night, darkest night, darkest night.
What's the story behind Feelings?
The story behind Feelings is my real life story. When it's about one of my past. The song is about one of my past relationships, which taught me to appreciate someone who is close to you more than I used to do that, than I used to appreciate. So, but sometimes when we lose someone, we start realizing our mistakes. So basically the track Feelings, it's not just, it's about relationship and it's beyond relationship. Because I just try to express and describe the relationship on a more higher level. I mean, when you are conscious in your relationship, you understand that you meet, you part ways, you travel. You are as a time traveler. You travel between lives. Sometimes we meet once in a lifetime. Sometimes we meet once in 10 lives. Sometimes it also happens. So when we part ways with someone, we never know when we meet. We will meet again, of course, but we never know. And so the purpose of this song is to show that the relationship is possible on the next level. Not just on a physical level and just some kind of a sympathy, like attraction, just that comes and goes, but this is about soul connection. And the song Feelings is about the soul connection, which brings both of the souls to the point in their unity when basically they reach this level of awakening and enlightenment together. And this emerges in an absolute explosion when the time and space just disappear. So the Feelings is about that kind of relationship, which opens your eyes and shows you the reality. Not makes you fall asleep more, just like passion does, but on the contrary, awakes you and gives you energy, gives you strength, makes you stronger. This is the Feelings.
Wow. The way you described that just made me feel in love, brother. I feel like you're describing love.
Yes, but anything we say about love is a lie. So the sages stay silent when it comes to love, because they realize the more they say, the further they move from love. Love is about silence. So it doesn't matter what I say about love or feelings, it will be very distant.
Love to you is silence.
It is silence. The deepest point of love is silence. But love is also a smile of a child. And sunrise, this is also love. And tears on your mother's eyes when she says goodbye to you when you're leaving and she never knows when you come back. That's also love. So love has many sides. It's not just about men and women. It's more than just a relationship. It's something that connects us all and brings us together as friends, as couples, as families, and even beyond that. Because love is the only language that can be perceived by all the species, right? All the beings.
Take me to the moon, yeah. Drop me to the ocean. Surf with me this wave, yeah. Share with me these feelings. Take me to the moon, yeah. Drop me to the ocean. Surf with me this wave, yeah. Share with me these feelings.
What's one thing that you think the world gets wrong about love?
By putting labels on love. The biggest crime about love is putting a label on what is love. Because true love doesn't know any labels. When we put label on love, love becomes ugly. Because we name it. The mind wants to name everything. And because this is how the mind operates, right? But when we put conditions for love, and when the mind does the conditions, because only mind knows conditions, this is the very point when love dies. Because life can exist only unconditionally. So when someone says, I want this from you or that from you, it's already far from love. Because love brings all things together on its own and fixes all together on its own when you surrender to it. It has the quality of fixing things, healing wounds, fixing things, making us better versions of ourselves without artificially deciding what we want to do, where we want to go. It just leads us if we are open to it, like children. So
Beautiful, brother. Thank you. Your answers are always so eloquent, and thought out.
really? Oh my goodness, I don't think so.
I feel them. Yes. What, I kind of wanted to just move this from, like, talking about love and union, and it makes me think of the mainstream kind of music channels and the music industry, and how it feels as if things are so mechanic and robotic within there, where everything sounds the same. And what do you feel you are trying to put out that is different from the mainstream music?
Mainstream music is making a product. I'm not making a product. Because the initial purpose of what I'm doing is different. And if some money comes, that's fine. But it's not commercial based. The purpose of what I'm doing is just connection. I enjoy connection with others. I enjoy this unity. When I can vibrate on the same frequency with others, who can feel what I want to say. This is what makes me happy. That's why I do music. Because when I do music, I feel this connection, vibration that connects us all. This is the main reason why I do music. Because when I resonate with other people, when you resonate with other people, and you create this positive energy can make a change. And this is what is not available to those who just make a product, who are trying to copy someone, just to be there and pretend that they create something. But creation is a spontaneous act, which is unconditional. But everyone in the music industry is following a condition, which is not art. Art doesn't know any condition.
Love, stop fighting, just love, stop fighting. Love, stop fighting. Love, stop fighting, just love, stop fighting. Love, stop fighting. Love, stop fighting. Love, stop fighting, just love, stop fighting. Love, stop fighting. Love, stop fighting. Love, stop fighting, just love, stop fighting. Love, stop fighting. Love, stop fighting. Love, stop fighting, just love, stop fighting. Love, stop fighting. Love, stop fighting. Love, stop fighting, just love, stop fighting. Love, stop fighting. Love, stop fighting. Love, stop fighting, just love, stop fighting. Love, stop fighting. Love, stop fighting. Love, stop fighting, just love, stop fighting.
What's one thing that you would like the world to know?
I would like the world to know itself. And I would like to know for the ones who live in the world to know themselves. This is the only thing I would like the world to know. This is what I'm trying to know myself. Just the only thing I want to know is to know myself. And the same I wish to the others who are in the world, sharing the space with me. Just a few words. But if we do that, everything will open for us. Everything else, just naturally. We don't have to push too hard. We just have to be ourselves. Just sit in front of the camera and speak the way we feel, without thinking, hey, how do I look? Or maybe, hey, what others will think. It doesn't matter. Someone will judge, someone will say, hey, he's a cool guy. Someone will say, oh, he's pathetic, right? And it's good. Everything is good. Every meaning has every opinion, and every meaning has the right to exist. So, everyone who is watching me now, I'm okay with anything. But I truly know that someone out there is my family as well. Just like these guys interviewing me now, right?
We really enjoy it, brother. We really, really enjoy talking to you and hearing your insight.
Oh, thank you. Really? You're the only one who is enjoying. Yeah. Even I'm not enjoying talking to
I
myself.
hope so.
I think this guy is so boring. You know?
Yeah, I think you're pretty interesting.
Yeah, we're enjoying this. So, based on what you said, I just wanted to ask you, like, what do you think is a good way to reconnect with ourselves when we find ourselves, like, lost in old patterns or, like, I don't know, circumstances or even relationships that are not serving us anymore?
The question is, who is projecting the patterns? Who is projecting relationships? Who is projecting circumstances? And when we find the answer, who is the projector? Then when we realize how we can stop. And it's very simple. We just change the tape, and we start projecting what we want to project. Instead of, fighting outside, running away outside, we just change everything inside by changing the tape. And by changing the tape, we see a different movie. So, the patterns are created by ourselves because we are pre-programmed by the society, by our family, by the media. But when we realize and we remove all of those shells, one layer after another, then we get closer to our core. The closer we get to the core, the less suffering is outside. Because we start resisting, we don't allow the world to program us. We let in only things that we want to let in. By setting the very exact filters of what is good for us, what is healthy to our inner ecosystem, and what is not. And by letting in only healthy things that are good for our ecosystem, we can project the positive reality that we want to live, and reality that we want to share with our friends and family, and with our loved ones as well. So.
Good things are never ever ever rest. That mean man never blessed. Still not find the treasure yet. Never yet give up the mountain. Could that all that never rest.
Before day, darkest night. Before day, darkest night. You're not doing it right. If you're into a fight, even when the heartless strikes, we gon' be alright. Before day, darkest night. Before day, darkest night. You're not doing it right. If you're into a fight, even when the heartless strikes, we gon' be alright.
What's next for you, Bodhi boy?
Next for me? I don't know. It's not my decision to make. I never know. Tomorrow I wake up and I never know what will happen after my feet touch the ground, It's not my decision to make. It's not a decision for the flower to make when it's time to bloom, right? Blossom. It's this, it's not the decision for a winter to decide when the winter comes. It just comes. I guess the same, we live the same. Sometimes we think that we make decisions, but so many things are already pre-planned. Because there's a decision if there's a timeline. But if there's no timeline, because the time is like multi-level, right? There's no alpha and omega, right? Because the river of time always existed. So if that's the case, then there is no starting point of making a decision. It was already made a long time ago, and it is not yet made at the same time. So
People are gonna be watching this, Andrew, and they'll be like, their minds are gonna be blown.
yeah, let's talk
That's
about
good.
music.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. That's okay.
Too much philosophy. I guess people are
That's
bored.
good. No, it's good. I appreciate you. I think, I don't think there's a separation between the music and your view in reality. I think they're one and the same. And I think I feel like through your art, you're expressing that in some way. And
Absolutely.
I think it's really cool for us to see what you believe and your views on the world, and to witness that. I was going to ask you about the album. How many tracks, and what would you describe the genre as for your album?
Well, currently, the album is planned as a 14 tracks record, but still, I'm thinking about adding one bonus track on the album, and I'm not sure if it will work. I hope so, but we're still negotiating with one Irish rapper from Dublin, who is because the name of this bonus track is a street fighter, which means that basically it would be about the struggles of someone who just climbs from the very bottom to the top and just proves to himself that he's stronger than this environment, this society, that he's too strong to break. And so I think this is the track that could also turn out to be really good for the album, and I'm excited. But in general, currently, it is planned as 14 tracks album. And so let's see, I have a couple of featured artists on the album already. Some of them are well known, some of them are less known, some of them are underground artists. And I have MC Misty featured on the Heartbeat. I have Don Husky featured on Darkest Night, and also I have a Noah featured on Never Lose Hope track, and also Tella featured on Midnight. So I guess all of them, they are unique in their own way, having their voices, having their stories, unique stories to tell. And so basically, regarding the genre, I don't believe in music genres. And I really like what Bruce Lee said about the martial arts, because before I was really interested in martial arts. And so I really like this quote of Bruce Lee when he said that I don't believe in the styles. Because as long as we are human beings, in our current condition, we have only one style, only one fighting style. The same is about music. So as long as we have this kind of ears, this kind of perception, this kind of heart, there's only one style of music. And I believe only in one style of music, which is experimental style of music, when you don't hesitate to work with different and mix different kinds of genres and styles, and reggae and hip-hop and electronic music and dance music and beatbox and throat singing and ethnic music. And regarding ethnic music, I have one more featured artist on the album, Maheshwan Ikram. He's very good at ethnic singing. I mean, Indian ethnic singing. And wow, I was so blessed to have the chance to work with this artist, because his voice is so healing. And so the track is called Hands in the Air. So I'm really excited to release it. And I already have video. The video is already done for this track. And the track itself will carry a message of peace and kind of a anti-war, I would say anti-war energy. And my lyrics, along with Maheshwan Ikran singing in the ethnic style, singing ancient Sanskrit mantra, which is called the Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, which means let all beings in all worlds, in all universe be happy and peaceful. So that's why I hope that this track will work and will influence others in a good way.
What is right and what is wrong? What is darkness, what is light? How much longer we will fight? Distinguish truth among who lies. The only guru is inside. Yeah, just listen to your inner self and raise your hands up in the air. Father sky, Mother earth. What is right and what is wrong? What is darkness, what is light? How much longer we will fight?
So we know that you were in India for a while. Like, how did that experience like impacted like the creation of this album, and like just in general, what you think about it, and including all these ethnic people? Yeah.
Well, India was like a life-changing experience for me, because when you come to India, as soon as you step the ground of India, you get off the plane and you start feeling the air, you start feeling the aroma of India, its unique charm. And India is a magical place. I mean, India changes everyone, without exception. And India is a country where you can find everything you can only imagine. And you can find the most beautiful things in India, and you can find the most ugly things in India as well. This is a country of contrasts, where everything is interconnected, in rich and poor, and spiritual and atheistic as well. And all of those things, I mean, the colors and shapes and the smells and everything. This is all India. The India is too deep to be described just by words. And India is about experience. India is a pure experience. And India is one family. And this is the main reason why India today is growing and developing very fast, because Indians live as one family. Indians, up to this day, Indians have traditions. They have principles, they have moral principles. Those are the things that we already lost in the Western world. So I believe that there are many things that we Western people, even though I don't consider myself a Westerner, even if I have this kind of a hair. You know, it doesn't matter. I'm still not a Westerner, but anyway, I have Asian soul. India is huge. I mean, in terms of experience, you see life, you see death, you see birth, you see everything. I mean, the sunsets, Indian sunrises. You hear how the early prayers in the mosque. You hear the prayers and chants in Hindu temples, and you see the Christian temples where churches, when people go to churches, and then when they go out, they all live together in peace. And you have Buddhists, you have Muslims, you have Christians, you have all kinds of people, mystics, gurus, Jews, lazy bums who just don't do anything as well. But all of those people, somehow, in a very magical way, they manage to live together as one family. And I don't think that there is any country like this in the world that has the same vibe and the same ability to connect many different people together around the same table, having rice together, and being happy by just having very basic, simple things. India teaches how to appreciate, be thankful. So India is a special country for everyone who wants to advance on a spiritual path, and not just spiritually, but individually as well.
I can see the influence in yourself.
Yeah, I guess India changed me, and India made me more simple. India made me realize equality of not just people, but everything. Because the importance of us, or me and the stone that is on the road, is the same. For the universe doesn't care if it's a stone or me. For the universe, the stone and me are equally important. But in our mind, we think, oh, this is just a stone. I'm a human being. But this is our perception, because we want to feel ourselves that we are the top level of the creation, which is false.
Wow, brother. To sum this kind of all up, it's feels like, you feel like the world could use more connection. The world could use more coming together in love. And since we met you out in the street in Saskatoon, we really felt that, you were on a mission in your own individual sense, mm-hmm. to be the best version of yourself. And it's cool now to be sitting here behind the cameras and really, capturing this moment, capturing, a very close completion of your album. And
thank you.
It's an exciting time for both of us, I think. And is there anything, last words that you would like to say? Or maybe actually before we go into last words, I kind of just had this pop up into my head. Maybe just summing this all up, what was this process like of building this album, of reaching out to people across different countries, and this isn't just your average album that you make solo in your closet. It seems like you had a lot of other people help out on this. Mm-hmm. What was that journey like for you?
Well, I think everything just came together as a puzzle, and I would say it was a coming together as a puzzle, and so it was very natural. I mean, I was just meeting people, just like I met you on the street. And I was meeting people who were willing to create with me, and because they were believing in what I do, because also many of them, all of them, they do the same thing that I do, but they just do this in their own way, right? In their own unique way, expressing their unique ways of creating. So they basically, the story, just the history, I would say, of creating this album is just about revealing my true experiences of seeing things, struggling with things, seeing the social problems, because the album is very social. It's also spiritual, it's social, it's romantic in a way. It consists of everything that I experienced and went through all of those years, like in Asia and Africa and Europe, in Ukraine, now in North America, right? So so just as I said in the very beginning, I just tried to crystallize everything that I went through and that my featured artist also went through. And that's why I'm very thankful for, that they work with me, that they had this willing to work with me and to combine energies with me and to create something magical and unique that we can just give away to the people. And for me, it's very important with whom I'm working. It's very important. The energy is very important for me, what I feel. And I always follow my feeling, no matter what. And that's why I always choose people with whom I'm working with my feeling. And it always works. And we always resonate. We create, we collaborate very naturally, very easily. We had never had any struggles. Everything was so natural, so quick. And track after track. So this is the path of the heart, when you are dedicated to what you do and you don't fight, you don't come up with anything, you don't create any artificial elements. You just follow the flow, and the flow brings everything together. As a glue, just makes everything stick together. And basically that's the Children of the Sun album. Which has ups and downs, which basically has lines about the social struggles of simple people, the moments of awakening, the moment of the desperate moments as well, when someone is in doubt, right? And so this is I guess the essence of this album, and the core message is to connect, to show that it doesn't matter where we are, if it's a Saskatoon, if it's Tokyo, this is Athens, this is Cairo, right? And this is New Delhi, it doesn't matter, where we are. It's all of us, Europe, Africa, Asia, America, we are all still the same. At a very deep level, we're all the same. We're still those children. And sometimes we just forget that we are. That's the main thing. So, the main purpose of Children of the Sun, to bring us together in difficult times. And also, showing that we still love, we still interact, we still build, we believe, and by the same time, we are staying dedicated to the underground scene, right? We are staying with our family, with our friends, with our people in the underground. So this album is for the underground, basically. In Europe, in Asia, in America, in Japan. But this album is for the underground. For those who would stay, not just with me, with all of us who work with me on this album, because I don't consider my role in this album is very minimal. This is not mine. So this is just something I was lucky to participate in with other artists, with my friends who are with you, right? And with my friends in Greece who helped me to film The Darkest Night, and were helping me with the website and the photo shoot, and with you were helping me with the videos, with the photo shoots. You were standing with me and supporting me on this journey as well. With my friends in Japan, with my friends in India, with my friends in the studios in India, with all those people who participated, with the album cover designers, with the single cover designers, with the different artists, engineers, sound engineers, mastering engineers, and all those people. This is Golden Children of the Sun. This is all of those people are Children of the Sun album. It's not about me. I'm just 15, 20, maybe 10% in this album. Everything else happened because of all those people. And many artists forget that we are as strong as our team is. So our team is our strength, not ourselves or our ego. Many artists say, hey, this is everything is me, I do everything. No. So the better is our team, the better we can go. This is our success. Success is about our team.
Our team and our family.
Exactly, our family. Team and family is the same thing. It's like it's a synonym, right?
Yeah.
So.
Thank you, brother. This has been really fruitful.
Thank you. Yeah. Oops. The mic.
This is going to be in the final cut.
Oh, yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Linda, come here too. Linda, camera Linda, come here.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Thank
Yeah, brother and sister. Thank you.
That was fun.
Yeah.
It's always fun. It's been fun since day one, right?
Yeah. To the next time.
Yeah, until the next time. Yeah, peace. Peace and love.
Take me to the moon, yeah. Drop me to the ocean. Surf with me this wave, yeah. Share with me these feelings. Oh, oh, oh.